Hi Capricorn, my name is Luciani. I'll be doing a July general tarot reading for you guys. Thank you so much for coming to this channel. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. This is for your Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If your Mars and Venus is in Capricorn, this is also for you as well. Happy Cancer, new moon. As I was kind of pre-shuffling, meditating on your energy, I felt like you guys are going through some sort of spiritual awakening. You guys are in a process of one, or just in this spiritual awakening state where trust the process and have faith. I see this in a couple other readings about faithfulness, keeping the faith in times where we're just like things aren't just moving the way we need them to move. I saw that in every reading as a theme. But for your particular one, it just feels more or less being patient and having faith in your spiritual gifts and your spiritual ascension and your awakening. You guys are having a purification, awakening stages that are going on right now. So just protect that with love and honor, okay? So let's get into the reading. Spirit guides, what messages that you have for Capricorn? What are the messages that you have for Capricorn, Spirit? Messages for Capricorn. 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 This might be too many. I'm gonna use them. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Something is throwing Capricorn's energy off. You guys could be dealing with someone who's like a playboy with this Knight of, or this King of Wands in the reverse. Someone who just is unyielding. They're strict as hell. They're having unyielding like behavior. They just won't change. They're not really too loose in their perceptions on things, and you just feel defeated. You guys are coming into the month of July just feeling still kind of like defeated, because there's just been a lot of tests and trials and tribulations and testaments that you now feel like are obstacles and really delays in this matter. Some of you guys could really just be in a state of stagnation, or just I see a lot of arguing. I can't, like, if you guys are in a relationship, there's just a level of arguing that's just ridiculous. It's like someone, whether it's you or them, or if you're in a business partnership of some sort too, there's this level of combativeness. Someone is competitive. They want to steal your shine. It's just weird. It's like childlike nitpicking energy, or not even nitpicking, just someone who just has an internal battle with themselves and it's being projected onto others. And it just causes like everything that can be extremely fast-oriented, passionate, awesome opportunities, it just feels stagnant because of the obstacles and quarrels and going back and forth that really is kind of like manifesting into the things that you may or they may want to really like bring in. It's just a level of sadness. There's this energy where I can't move ahead and feel good because it's all of the things that I'm still grieving and finding sorrow in. And at the same time, someone just feels like there's a level of codependence here with the Nine of Coins in the reverse, or someone just feel like they can't do it alone, or be self-sufficient and independent, and be in that kind of space with themselves. Spirit guides is saying that there is a level of stagnation that is occurring. There's just this stop still stagnation here, and there's a decision that has to be made, kind of going back and forth, or trying to find the harmony in it, because subconsciously you really want a soulmate connection, and in your subconscious mind there's this level of wanting and desiring a soulmate connection, and want this to happen, but in reality it doesn't play out the way you will hope it plays out. And it's just someone who's just really unyielding. They're just too strict, or it's just because that they only see things in their own way. It brings a lot of trials. And it just, I feel like some Scorpios, you be dealing with Scorpio, I just said Scorpios, but some Capricorns, you just are feeling defeated. You're just feeling like I can't put no more energy into something, because it just doesn't, it feel like it's not panning out. If this is a business structure or a creative project or a business avenue that you're going in, again, it's the same concept where it's just like it's not going anywhere. It's a lot of financial ups and downs with it that doesn't feel like I could really properly nurture it the way I would like to, because the finances are up and down, that I can't really rely on this, and it's kind of unbalancing me. Some of you guys are still healing from things that are just very hurtful. I see some of you guys are really battling with some really deep-seated heartache and pain with the 5 of Cups and 3 of Swords here. It could have just been a relationship that was supposed to be very spiritually aligned, and it just turned out to just be someone who just wasn't having the ability to truly nurture you, or you guys are coming into this realization that this person don't know how to really properly nurture you in a way that's very emotional, that's very fulfilling, you know, pouring into your chalice, pouring into the abundance that is in fact you, in a spiritual way. You're just left kind of confused and hurt, and still hurting through that. So let's clarify these energies here. Capricorn for July 2019, Spirit. Yeah. Somebody could be in a third-party relationship, or there's just someone who just, there's this sense of collaborating, this sense of communionship, or trying to like really get together as a group, and it just never happens because there's this level of grief that's attached here. Wow, you guys really want a new beginning with a soulmate. There is this, you guys are like, in your subconscious, you are just all about love. You just want love. Nothing matters more in life right now in the month of July than your chalice being filled with love and abundance and joy and happiness, and just that energy of just synchronicity and synergy, and just, it just feels right. You guys are just subconsciously could be wanting that, or there's just something that you really want to manifest in the physical world here. I see the 9 of Wands here again. There's a lot of tests. You just feel like you're being tested, which is, you know, I do feel like this is the energy here, but you still are balancing. You guys are still balancing through all of this. I see double time stagnation. So the month of July, I don't feel like it will be too much happening. It just, and here's with the Scorpio energy here, but in Virgo energy, somebody is either stagnating you, Capricorn, or there's just this level of stop still energy here. And I feel like the big test is you wanting to be on your own, but not feeling like you have the capacity to do it. There's a certain level of cosmic consciousness that comes in. This spiritual awakening happens after you feel ultimately defeated. Like, as soon as you just feel like I can't give no more, there's this level of atonement that just naturally comes in that kind of really reawakens you for the month of July. I feel like July is more on a spiritual level here, on what truly matters in your life and how to really either manifest it or how to truly step out on your own and release anything that just feels extremely stagnating. With the Chariot here, you are looking to battle your dark and light energies. With the Five of Wands, I feel like you guys are looking to really win the battle of not wanting to compete anymore in anything that you are like, say if you're arguing with someone else or you're, of that nature, you're just in a space where it's this total willpower for you. You're feeling like my willpower has to be focused on not engaging in petty, competitive defense disputes anymore. You guys are like in this space where you're like, I have to master this because it's not really something I really want to engage in anymore. I feel like that's another test also here. But the Two of Pentacles coming out twice. Again, you guys are just finding balance through all of the ups and downs that's been going on. And finding the strength. Okay, because again with the Page of Swords in the reverse, there's this level of secrecy, lies. Someone is just very deceitful. And it's just, you're in this space where you just really want to clear the air and really find balance in things now. And finding again, with the Strength card, that's more of a spiritual energy where you're trying to control now. Like you're switching up control. Usually control is trying to control a situation or someone through force or through do as I say and not as I do, or something weird like that. But Capricorn, you're coming into this energy on July where you're turning that control into love, into spiritual atonement, into letting people be who they're going to be, while you're focused in on the things that you might have to cut out that seem like they're very like obstacles. You're in this space where you're looking to make sound decision making into cutting things out that are just extremely difficult, that are just obstacles, they're not going anywhere, things of that nature. And you're using this power of your, again, spiritual awakening to kind of see what, again, cutting things out that just feel like defeats and stalemates, and feeling like you're finding that groove back, but in a very awakening way. Wow, that's pretty decent. That's really decent. Whatever, you guys are just, maybe this might be a time to travel. I feel like you guys are really feeling like you need to travel or take a sabbatical or do something of that nature to really kind of get yourself back in alignment also. And I'm feeling a heavy like retreat. Not necessarily, like, I see travel, but I see something more on like the retreat or spiritual end here. And yeah, some of you guys just want to ghost the situation and work hard towards whatever that you fine as visions, but some of you guys just don't feel like this is a karmic ending yet. You feel like this is still something that you have to process of some sort, but something is definitely at a stop still. Like, it's just not, something just feels like it's just not moving. Let me clarify this. All right, thanks, Spirit. Yeah, oh yeah, okay. So it's just kind of like you're feeling like there's a stagnation 3 times. You just, again, there's this level of needing and wanting to know what kind of opportunities that are being presented to you as blessings, as opportunities. Sometimes opportunities don't look like we think they're supposed to look. I feel like with this particular opportunity, as soon as we feel like something is stagnating or at a stop still, we feel like there's not an opportunity to be blessed. And that's not necessarily the case, because this is a time to actually stop, sit and stand still, and really either travel or try to travel when you can. If that's the case, something more spiritually divine is happening here in your spirit. Even if it just feels like it's just extremely hurtful, you're still going through the motions of things that still hurt and painful. And it's just like you just want to ghost everybody and just kind of do your thing. So we have healthy boundaries. That's interesting because Scorpio had that too. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. We have dreams. Yes, so some of you guys are getting some profound, wise advice through your dreams. So pay attention to your dreams here. And then we have letting go. There's a time now to really just truly let go of things that just feel like they're just stagnating you. And I feel like you guys know what's stagnating you. And if it's a stagnation of our inner trials and tribulations that we're having with ourselves, if this is a stagnation with someone in our life that, you know, we really want to have like a very loving, engaging relationship, but at the same time, the reality is it's not the love that, you know, we are looking for, just because someone just fails to learn about themselves. Someone just in your environment, whether this is you or someone else, Capricorn, this Queen of Wands in the reverse with this Page of Pentacles in the reverse lets me know someone isn't going to change, or they just have a complete failure of mastering their selves outside of their own paradigms. And I feel like you're just feeling the weight of that because of that decision that they choose to make, whether it's a manager, a father figure, a husband, a wife, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just because that they operate in that capacity, it just leaves you totally defeated, totally weakened. And there's this level of healthy boundaries or a state of letting go that has to take place. And that's the true test here, is letting go of something that just isn't balanced. It's a lot of challenges, a lot of ups and downs. Someone doesn't know how to nurture you in the way that you deserve to be nurtured. And I'm talking about a beautiful, healing, nurturing love where they say the most beautiful things and they make you feel amazing. Just soulmate connection. And it's just leaving you completely out of alignment and really sad about it, to the point where some of you guys might just be looking to like ghost them, or someone's looking, I also see a reconnection here. I do see someone wanting to reconnect with you, but they just feel like if they decide to reconnect, they could be thinking about you through their dreams. But something that is stagnating them to really kind of offer you this new longevity in this journey, even though that they're really wanting to reconcile, they're not really in a space to kind of come to you and communicate that with you. You might feel them through your dreams, and there may be some kind of mind mechanisms that they might have need to be let go. Someone has to let go of being extremely like a dictator, someone who just wants to control every single part of everything. They have to realize that that's affecting this connection that you have with them, whether, again, this could be a job, this could be a relationship. Someone is just devastating where, you know, they might be looking at their other options, or someone is just learning more about why they're actually upset and sad and frustrated and depleted and full of grief. Someone is just looking to learn it and heal it from that capacity here. So let's pull some of our energies here. Capricorn spirit. Someone really subconsciously, I think you guys have, wow, I just got a download. Some of you guys have a very, 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 very strong connection to another person subconsciously and through your dreams. Like, it's a very, very, like, telepathic connection that you guys have, even though that you might not be physically together. But you guys aren't together. There's a level of stagnation, karmic things that are going through personally in your life or their life that, you know, that just has to happen. So we have heart chakra here. Wow. We have divine masculine. Excuse me. One more spirit. And we have communication. Yeah. So someone, I feel like there's two things here. Someone needs to learn how to communicate from their heart space. And it could be the masculine energy that needs to do this, but or this is an energy that it's like, what's the old saying? Everyone wants to be a chief and no one wants to be Indians. I feel like that's the energy also here with this person here, where they don't ever want to be the chief. They don't ever want to learn. They don't ever want to apply. They don't ever want to kind of like think outside of their own way of thinking. And it's kind of like affecting the communication that you can have with them, so much so that it's just leaving you in like this stuck energy, like where you just feel like you can't really move on the things that you personally want to do and of that nature. And it's like time to kind of let go and create healthy boundaries and really find the answers in your dreams of how to proceed, because you guys are really in this space where you just are tired of the communication levels being like absurdly childish, and there's no clarity on the situations when you communicate, and someone kind of has this incapacity to really learn about their communication style and how they kind of create messages. And you're in this space where you're still looking to balance that out through love, through communicating through your heart space. But I feel like someone else doesn't know how to do that because they don't like to, I don't know, be wrong, or they just, it's a controlling thing. They don't want to hear what you have to say, and it turns into like a big defeat. So Capricorn, that's what I see, guys. You have to just do what you have to do for yourself. I feel like you're in decision-making mode where what to do. I need to move on because I'm stagnant, but I don't know if I can move on. Like, you guys really just listen to your intuition and really create healthy boundaries for yourself and follow your dreams this month also, okay? So guys, thank you so much for that reading and your energy. I appreciate you so much. Have a healthy month, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.